Turnout for yesterday's election was about 75% higher than the August primary back in 2016.
As Amy Reid reports, the massive increase in absentee voting might have something to do with it.
54,947 people used an absentee ballot to vote in Tuesday's primary in Madison, making up about 79% of total votes cast in Madison in the election. That wasn't a surprise to UW-Milwaukee professor Mordecai Lee, and a potential effect wouldn't surprise him either.
If we had more than, let's say, 600,000 votes yesterday, then we definitely can say that it's increasing turnout.
Turnout in Madison was around 39%. Compare that to the last similar primary in 2016, where we had 22% voter turnout. It's too soon to say if it's a trend for the state or if absentee ballots are the cause. One study in Oregon, which has universal vote by mail, found the system increased turnout 10 percentage points, but researchers have not been able to get those results again since.
They want to steal an election. That's all this is all about.
This is coming at a time when the president is discouraging this voting system, and public opinion on voting by mail is changing.
So we're starting to see a pretty consistent partisan difference in even the ways in which people vote, which was not really a partisan issue or anything that was very politicized before 2020.
Barry Burden led the UW's Election Research Center poll that came out this week, showing about 80% of Republicans plan to vote this November in person, while around 2/3 of Democrats plan to vote by mail. But Lee said if voters find they like casting their ballots by mail this year, Wisconsin could be in for a change.
I think the legislature that's going to be elected in November, coming back next January, whether it's Democratic, whether it's Republican, whether it's mixed, they're all going to be hearing from their constituents. They're going to be saying, voting by mail is not a partisan issue. It's not an ideological issue. We really like it, and we want you to do it.
Amy Reid, News 3 Now.
A common myth with absentee voting is that it increases voter fraud, but there is no evidence to suggest that it is a problem in the states that have adopted this system.